Hello, and welcome to another update on Bonk. Bonk obviously suffered as well, like many other crypto charts. Last week, Friday, a strong liquidation candle, obviously, but also a strong recovery. I mean, from the lows, we saw a recovery of around 290%, and we're currently hovering just below those previous swing highs. So logically, this is from a structural point of view, there is no structure in this vertical candle. So it's extremely difficult to try to identify some sort of microstructure here. It is what it is at the moment. I cannot change that. You know how I always like to focus on microstructures, but sometimes there's just no suitable structure. So the focus at the moment is on whether the bulls can take the price above these previous swing highs here, especially where the volume started, the selling volume here around 20381, and then obviously above the last swing high, which is located around 22221. Ultimately, there seems to be a moderate uptrend. I mean, there was a strong recovery, but then from this swing low here that formed on Saturday, Sunday, a moderate recovery has started. Obviously, there is no real way to call this as a reasonable microstructure, because what do I do with this wick, right? It's impossible. So, I mean, it doesn't really look like a 5-wave move up, I guess. It looks more like an A, B, C at the moment. Even with one more high, it's just difficult because of the wick. So I really don't want to give it or assign it any labels at the moment. Some charts have potentially formed a 1-2 setup. Here, I think it's a bit more speculative, but the local uptrend seems to be unfolding. So I think the focus is just on whether the bulls can take the price to these resistance levels. I mean, there's even, if we zoom in here, there's even one more around 19634, right? That's the nearest one that we can watch. This is just micro resistance basically. And ultimately to the downside, as long as we're holding that Saturday low, a moderate uptrend can easily continue. And this level is at 13007. So that gives you the relevant levels to watch here. If further upside momentum can build and we can get above this resistance zone here, then it unlocks, of course, much higher prices. But we would then also need to break above this swing high from July. And then the door opens to a nice rally in a C wave. But I have to say, obviously, this whole chart has been in a range since, you could say even December 23. Yeah, it's been an eternal range, you could say. So, and we broke out of the range to the downside. Looks like was like a mini bear market within an hour, just an hour long bear market. And now we're back in that range, and we need to break up. So what can I say? It's tricky for Bonk. Bonk just needs to fight through this zone. No clear local setup, but clearly resistance and support are defined. Ultimately, I mean, if this plays out to the upside, I mean, there's scope for a rally to all-time highs, right? But I think it will start to get problematic for the bulls if we start to break below the Sunday low. That's just a quick update on Bonk. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, make sure you check out our X channel for additional charts, updates, news. I'll link it in the description. It's a new one because the other one has some visibility issues at the moment. I'm sure that'll get resolved soon. Until then, we post on the MCO Global channel. Check it out. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.